Alright, I just got my Silverstone TG09 case in the mail today. I'd like to show you the specs of it. Here we have 4 5.25 CD bay drives, 1 3.25 floppy drive. You have a reset button here, HD LED, or LED, and you have a power LED here, and you have the power button here. This is all aluminum, and you have 4 rubber stop feet, which helps with vibrations, so if you put it on a hard surface it's not going to vibrate if you have high RPM fans. Here you have a grill for your hard drives. You can actually fit 6 hard drives in here. Each come out in segments. You just take 2 clips, push down both sides of the clips, and you pull out. Easy. And here you have, and right in the middle of the two, you have a place for a 120mm fan, which you don't need to use any tools to put it in. All you do is you take it out using thumb screws on the back side, pull it out, and you pop in a 120mm without having to use screws, which I thought was a nice design. Here you have another fan. You actually put your hand through here, kind of like a Dell design. But you have here, you have another 120mm fan that's solely for graphics card, putting airflow for your graphics card, but I haven't seen any temperature drop because of that. In fact, I've actually seen them go up a slight bit when they were out of the case, from when they were out of the case to when it was in the case. On this side, you have the same grill, same setup, so you have a symmetrical look, nice elegant look, I guess you'd say. And at the top, you have a nice little pop-up. You have 2 USB. You have 1 FireWire, 1 mic input, and 1 2.1 channel. You can either have this HD or AC97. And here you have a place for 2 120mm fans, which are not included. The only 2 that are included are the exhaust fan and the GPU fan. But the same design as the one for the hard drive. Just pop them in, and they were good to go. I have mine as intake fans. So 2 of them blowing across my motherboard, and I have the 1 exhaust fan they already include, the GPU fan, and I also bought one for the hard drive, which is keeping it at 29 degrees Celsius, the Western Digital 320 gigabyte. Okay. Now I'm just going to set down the camera while I turn the case around so I can show you how easy it is to get into it. Okay. Now you got it. Oops, that would have been really bad. $294 right down the floor. Alright, let that go down. Okay. Just take off these 3 screws. I'm trying to keep it balanced. That and the camera in one hand, so excuse my slowness. Okay, and then all you gotta do is pull out and up, and it's off. And it's about a few millimeters thick of aluminum, not too heavy, but it still does its job. Let me set that on my bed. Okay, and let's fix that. Alright, and you have the power supply obviously on the bottom, which makes it hard for cable management. All I did was take all the extra cables and shove it underneath the fan right there, and the rest were hard to wire because this 8-pin up here, I had to route it underneath the graphics card, underneath my Zigomatic 120mm rifle cooler, and around the sound card, and in there. That was a pain in the butt. And then here you have the exhaust fan. You have 2 ports for water cooling if you ever decide to go water cooling, which I don't ever decide to do that because I already paid enough money on the case. Don't really have much expansion on that. And up here you have the 5.25 drives bays, which you don't have any outtakes to hold up the drives, so you have to hold it up while you screw it in. And this would be because probably if you get something that fits 2 different drive bays, so it's not to obstruct that when you put it in. This motherboard tray is actually fully removable from this whole the 120mm fan down to about the top of the PC, the power supply pulls completely out. You can put your motherboard on there without even moving the case, so in that aspect it's not that heavy. Put everything on there. I even was able to put the cooler on and I just shoved it all in, and you just put it in through, I think there was 5 thumb screws. Yeah, there was 5 thumb screws, and you just put it right back in. And but the only complaint I have about this case is just wire management. That'd be about it in the price. But overall, I love this case. I'd give it 5 out of 5 eggs for the case, 4 out of 5 eggs for the price. But since I'm going solely on the product that I received, 5 out of 5.